What did it happen for BALI NYONGA? But contribute for them when I watch this video and then I'll go talk after.
The whole BALI is out. The whole BALI is out. It was a painful death.
I want to beg the people of BALI.
No, but
I am begging you. I am begging you, BALI people. I am begging you. The pain is too much. Stop killing your brothers and sisters. I am begging the people of BALI. Stop killing your children. BALI has suffered in this crisis. BALI, be heard.
the whole BALI is out. It was a painful death.
How you fit do take waka stick for blind money? Bone so. You never make 1 week. We are taught the first weekend. Come, so they go right to play whenever they are taught weekend. The blood or see this weekend. But now it is don't sleep. No, when I take a light, no normal thing. Now so we get for go. He go work a fine. But as this son they go enter so. If you know something concerning one guy picking one stand for here, when son they come out, you ask him better. Yes. You keep my chop for down, the chop on better. I mean, I don't care. 2 days to work, not day life. I don't know Mexico for belly bite. But if I see you before or you don't go somewhere, I feel support you. But why when I look my own supporter, then when I buy car, when I never go nowhere, and when I never change way, this compound will get for me. This man will still be this compound for me. The picking will leave him. Thank God, he gave for my corner. And no play with the day. Name no man no worry. Maybe we no cry. I will see what for do. But I see the go so. When any man for you go visit my own heart, he will know what to do. I no get no nothing or give you, may go. But the cold water inside the family cup where they will give me, I dey hold am for the right way. He go go. And at that part and so, I don't go hook up them, go fight the fight. Me, I know the fight the fight. But now this means if we get for go. No any other heaven thing no go come and make me I be happy. Where I never cool down the blood of this speaking. Any man gets salute for salute me, they can salute me when I don't make tradition for cool down this kind of bloody something will come up. So I thank you plenty.
No talk say because it happen for my neighbor, no fit happen for you. If this thing happen for you, who be very much three times a chance come up with you can't happen. But no get happen for all weeks before we get late. Talk say as far as you catch your neighbor house to first time. And I think that opportunity, I don't use opportunity to tell on say each village don't meet young boys they move form for a because now all on I know I can't for you don't know Jadon house, and I show me Jadon house. That means people don't live by Jadon, they don't say Jadon for me that house. I get one sleep on a comes on Uncle Jadon, that same day you can happen to move steady to Canada. Yes. If you all gone, so when I tell on idea I will go and kick on. I've been work for borders and I see so many things about Bongo, even though they talk to the movie. The truth now when you come and you want to rise your big military man or the population will rise up. I don't go to some village where I see one person keep 5 people. Population gather will collapse before the one come. And today that guy is from another place. Then the one when I say will come, maybe one come, they will not tell the guy no one. Now all of now those people live amongst you guys, they stay now will come. They stay amongst you now. People here they know their house. When I bring bring them out, make them safe, make justice be safe. Now, no must wait we. Only on that safe, you guys can help us so that we no longer talk about this guy. That's just the truth. So I be very, very sorry once more. I'll share on my number. When I know that anytime when I call me, I will come.
So when I don't see these videos, yesterday the 27th of December 2023, where they come out from BALI NYONGA, even Capo Daniel, you don't can't talk him. But I could digress more, talk about Capo Daniel later. But make we focus on where the population they cry about. Ambazonia terrorism. Now, this particular young man where they kill him, now just an innocent somebody where he be there abroad. According to the information I get him, the information I say the person be there abroad, he come back for holidays, he reach the Amber terrorists, they catch you for Christmas Eve, they kill you, and then now they even tax the Amber boys them, they tax the family members them, so they pay money just for bury their loved ones them. The population they say enough is enough. They denounce Ambazonia terrorism and why that way they day on the streets. As a matter of fact, me I no go talk plenty. I go play for una a small snippet of what way Capo Daniel talk about this particular incident.
Greetings, fellow Ambazonians. This is Capo Daniel. Today I want me gonna see what it happen for inside Bali. When I watch some video.
Bali be hot.
When I see what way they happen for Bali, na say wait. Some bush faller, it don't come for Bali. Bali Pekin. He enter for inside Bali. Christmas Eve, he did the drink mimbo we friend them. Our own boys them, they don't can catch you. As I tell na some boy then they for inside Bali where they don't go off hand. No be the one the way then they now grandpa is picking them. Grandpa for Bali picking them, but one the way they don't go off hand because that group they so since political leadership you know get a stronghold of them, some group they walk their own way where they walk them. Last time I be done tell na say so one they can begin make roadblock for around Pinying area for the we cause a lot of problem for our population. This boy, they don't catch you, go down for bush. What are they go do it you, then kill him. They not do kill him, then carry body can't throw him. Now a family that and the population for Bali, they want go bury him. Our boys then again they see ask money. Now a population that wake up for Bali. For reject this type of conduct. They challenge our boys them. If we not be careful, the next wave where go to come, it go drown not just our fighters where they don't become for the most part representative for the armed resistance, but it go destroy any prospect for our independence. For instance, Bamenda, Chi Omega, Ayabacho I own thief man. Man when a bad amber then they way they need to fight now for against La Republic. They need to fight for political agenda. So you are seeing our population who wants freedom, who wants independence, and now cutting off themselves from extremism that is within our country. We must recognize that we have extremism, we have violence that are going against our people, we have extremists and scammers. Look what Cristiano is doing. He go to America to go and open an office. You could use that office to help Ambazonians to promote our culture and our struggle. But he go and register a business and register the name of the business, the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Stamped by the mayor office, just like when you open business, every mayor, anybody who have businesses have the same document. Then you take that document and now you show the people to deceive them that the American government have recognized Ambazonia, that is why they are opening office there. You have now reduced our struggle into a propaganda where you are using business documents to deceive people that it is international recognition. That shows our people one thing. We don't have the competent people who are involved again in this struggle to get us the type of diplomatic engagement that can lead us to freedom. We don't have it.
Now, the Amber terrorists themselves, they do the blacklegism. When I listen.
Those are the type of things that we have that are self-defeating to our struggle. These are not La Republic agents. These are not Atanganji poor boys. These are our own boys. And those bad ambers have defeated the purpose of this struggle, isolated the vast majority of our population from this struggle, and hardliners and extremists like Ayabacho who murder innocent people, instigate illegal activity that can be classified as terrorism against our own people. Such people have defeated the ultimate goal to have this independence now. So if you are today following Ayabacho, know that you are following Chris Anu. You have people who have lost road. People who are responsible to transform our struggle into akamatos. All people who are reasoning, all people who can do something for this our cause, all of them have left because of these radicals, these brutal Turks, bullies amongst us.
So after listening to Capo Daniel, when I go ask myself, say, but hang on a minute. Isn't this exactly what Countryman started saying since 2018? Yes. So it take them all this while for come publicly can't accept, say there are bad amber. That is the biggest vindication we una fi give me, because that is all I've ever wanted. For una for accept the reality of what way it happened on the ground. The Anglophone population is besieged by Ambazonia terrorists, where they target innocent people them on a daily basis. I did talk as one of the victims them. That way it be happen for me, I just can't complain. For talk saying no, now wait, this way they happen for Cameroon. Innocent people them, like person like someone like myself, where I don't get no political leaning for Cameroon, never ever be involved in politics, no family member of mine don't ever be involved in politics. I just go see go enjoy my life with my family for Cameroon. What did they do? They attack me. Now exactly the same thing will happen for this guy for BALI NYONGA. They attack he, innocent somebody. I be lucky, say I escaped the situation with my life. This particular guy, he own chapter, he end. They just take a life just like that. And the amber terrorists for BALI, where they say that they under grandpa for BALI himself, he called the terrorists, them beg them, say me they release this man. The terrorists, they deny them because they know they take order from nobody. Whether you did a white man country or the other amber versus amber on the ground, they are autonomous. Now terrorists them, and there is only one language where they understand, that the language of kumkum. When you shoot them, you kill them, they understand that. And that the only solution that for eradicate Ambazonia terrorism. When I go cry from 1st to 31st, from January to December, they talk about dialogue, negotiation. It no go take away the guns from the hands of these terrorists. The only thing where it go guarantee for take away the guns from their hands, now if they surrender willingly, voluntarily, or we kill them, they surrender by force, by the power of kumkum. That is it. End of discussion. So now wait that way they happen for BALI NYONGA right now. So for 2016, 2017, 18, Anglophones they talk say, our boys, we are gone. We don't go we. They be the protest now against Cameroon military. For 2023, they go back Cameroon military for can't give them protection for protest against Ambazonia terrorism. That is the state of affairs in the Anglophone zone right now. And now why that way the appeasement people them? Where they work they talk to me, Cameroon government, go dialogue or negotiate with them. How many of them when they still hear the day for social media or for Facebook or for TV or anywhere else to talk that one? Now because of what I don't pass Gary, because they see wait when me I start tell them since 2018 it come to pass. Time alone, it would destroy Ambazonia terrorism. Nobody needs to go dialogue with them. When they don't commit enough atrocities against the Anglophone population, the population themselves, they go rise up against the madness and they go end them. Every community in the Anglophone zone where they don't experience peace, now because that community don't come to the realization, say Amber na bad news, they denounce Amber for their community. Nkambe na example. Lebialem na the other one. When I want go up, calm down, talk whatever when I want for talk. At the end of the day, the people the way they destroy Amber for Lebialem, na Lebialem people, Bangwa people them. It be pass reach a certain level where the Bangwa people they carry firewood, go find Oliver knock him for head, kill him themselves. They nobody wait for Cameroon military. Now who killed the other one them? Roma na who kill Roma na Ayeke. So Amber versus Amber. Oliver Lekiaka don't kill plenty himself. So if at the end of the day, wait when me I don't always tell una now the truth, now the reality. One, Cameroon government know the fight Ambazonia terrorism. Whether you want me to fight them or you don't want me to fight them or whatever your opinion, whatever your own side be, that one na your business. I tell una the fact, na reality. Me, I know the capability of the Cameroon military and the Cameroon government, the resources, the way they get them. If they be actually want, they get the will and they employ and they deploy every single asset where they get them for end ambassador terrorism. This nonsense no will go on for 3 more months. 3 months plenty. I did tell Una, I did ask Una. But the Cameroon president, he don't talk say he prefers me they begin to surrender, they get amnesty. Nobody, no they fight ambassador terrorism. The communities where Amber no they. I don't give you 2 examples, one for Northwest, one for Southwest. All of those communities now, because they decide, say they don't want Amber, they reject Amber and they destroy Amber, they denounce Amber in their communities, and that was the end. Kumba, Boya. Now the other ones and two where they don't denounce ambassador terrorism. And when I go see and say this, so now so to the thing could die. Ambassador terrorism could die now a natural death. Just like how it be been natural for Anglophones them for inflict pain on themselves. They say make your territory ungovernable. When I don't decide, say when I don't like when the insecurity, when I don't like when the killings, the random shootings and drug taking criminality. When I don't decide, then when I go end them. And no go end all at once everywhere in a lie. When I go fit get, for example, when I go get inside the same division, when I fit get serious insecurity they happen for one part while with the other part they calm. Take for example, just take a Momo for instance. When I feel say and say for one subdivision, no Amber activity, no daily happen. But for the other subdivision, now the headquarter of Amber, when I know where I mean. Because the one of that subdivision inside Momo don't decide say they don't want Amber. They catch the terrorists and go hand them over to the military. Kumkumai someone themselves. Whereas for Batibo, yes, I call them Batibo, they wear Amber for head like face cap. Now why that way for day? Amber day, trong. Whereas the other subdivisions inside Momo, Amber no day. So it could be now community by community. You where you want Amber, you go keep them because Cameroon military, the Cameroon government need to fight the Amber, need to fight the Una. You where you don't want Amber, you go eradicate them yourself. No, the way say me different person can't do it for you. You do the hard work yourself. So Balinyonga people them. If they don't kill this guy, Una for protest. The other one, the way they don't kill and Una be protest, no. But sometimes these kind of things they be required for happen. For shine or for clean the people their eyes them, for make them shine their eyes, they realize the reality of what will happen and they fight for their own right. If I want for Shidon with Amber, when I go Shidon with Amber, because nobody they can't eradicate Amber for now. Make I digress small again. Now, when I see these people the way they on the streets, they march. These people they been marching now against Cameroon government for 2017, 2016. Today they beg Cameroon military, so may they can't protect them, may they march against ambassador terrorism. Now make I ask you a simple question. You think say amongst these people the way they march, you fit get one person for day where you go recruit and make it go join Amber carry gun for bush? Simple question for you. Not a single person in the right sense of mind it go ever come up for this 2023. It go join Amber for bush. It cannot go. So the radicalization, the manipulation, the lies, the fake news, where they been spread them for 2016-17 for radicalized Anglophone youth them, bamboozle them, fool them, make they go carry gun, go for bush. Those lies don't expire. Not a single other person need to go carry gun, go for bush for this 2023. As a matter of fact, the Anglophone community now they protest against ambassador terrorism. So that is the advantage we will get them. Say the enemy cannot recruit. So we can kill them, we can disarm them, we can de-radicalize them, but they can never radicalize or convert any other Anglophone youth into Amber terrorists. Which means what? It is only a matter of time until we wipe ambassador terrorism off the surface of this earth. Time alone, now the greatest enemy where they get them. Now why that way every day when I hear now they beg for dialogue, they beg for this, they beg for negotiations, because they know sooner or later the atrocities they will become too much, the community could rise and they will revolt and they will kill the Amber terrorism for that community, and then when I go see and say this, so what will happen? The Anglophone zone will return back to normal, just peacefully like that. without a single person go, she don't say one for appease the terrorists. When I go here, Capo Daniel, he says talk and say what say so-called shit no white blast general Omega for Bamenda. Say how they kill it. He be the watch now football. Come on, go to drinking for bar. No matter the first time that he's always around town. They do that thing them. 99 day for terrorists, 1 day for black leg.
Where is Chi Omega today? The same Chi Omega that Ayabacho want to make the head of Alabukam. He went to watch football, Christmas celebration football, near Sacred Heart. Finish there, go to be drinking alcohol with friends, spending money in the bar. Opposite this nursery school, they call that nursery school again, is what again? They call, is it a blessed primary school? That is how the population called the enemy, the gendarmes, to come and arrest him and kill him. They arrest him, kill him on the spot.
It talks away to Capo then tell when I say nah the civilian population, the people them, they call Cameroon military, they can't go kill the shit no white blast. Now you talk no be me I talk him. You don't pass black leg now because the truth. Now the real enemy of Amber terrorists. When you speak the truth, you destroy Amazona terrorism. So now which that way they happen for BALI NYONGA, my country people them. Today na number 28 day for December 2023. When I listen.
President Sako has suggested is for negotiated settlement without preconditions. Is it so difficult, for instance, for the actors in the world to oblige La République du Cameroon? Is it too difficult to oblige La République du Cameroon to meet Ambazonia on the table and let discussions begin?
It will never happen.
Why?
If that's what we're counting on, then you will be having the same discussion in 20 years, not with me because I may be gone by then, but with somebody else. Exactly the same point. There is no country in the world that is going to say to the Republic of Cameroon, you sit down with the people of Southern Cameroons and decide on how you're going to divorce.
Okay, the word divorce there is probably an overstatement because in the United States of America, a marriage is confirmed and sealed when there is a marriage certificate. Do you think, in fact, there is no treaty of union that binds the former British Southern Cameroons today, Ambazonia, and La République du Cameroon. That is an open secret. So why do the world and the United Nations and all the authorities that seek to talk about different things, why would they despise this act of illegality and a belligerent occupation from an occupier like French Cameroon?
Because the world doesn't care.
It's wrong then for Southern Cameroonians to say this is an international conspiracy.
The world doesn't care. That's why I told you early on, I look at the world the way it is. I don't look at it through rose-colored glasses. And what I think about and what I care about is how do we achieve what we want to achieve in today's world. That's why I sometimes shake my head at, these wonderful, actually judicial, legal, philosophically correct arguments that are not going to achieve anything.
Okay, Mr. Nach, I'm going to ask you the last question and probably open the line so we can take some calls and reactions from the public. We have seen an exceptional, passionate wave of support and help towards Ukraine since Russian supposed invasion. America, it's a legal practice within the United States of America to make donations to send weapons. How will it look like if we wake up, or how would Ukrainians look at it if they wake up one morning and somebody is telling the Ukrainian public to sit themselves down and to seek for their independence or their freedom from Russian aggression and invasion via a referendum. How will that sound?
Well, you can't compare the two situations. Ukrainian army is on the ground battling the Russians and pushing them back. And you started with two sovereign countries, both of which were recognized as members of the United Nations, and both signed on to the United Nations Charter. And you had one country physically invade another country. So, you can try and fit that into the Ambazonia Republic of Cameroon situation. But again, you can make any arguments you want and you can win the debate, but the world is not going to see it that way. I go back to the question. The most important thing is to achieve justice and dignity and the full rights of citizenship for Southern Cameroonians. It's not to win points in a scholastic or academic or philosophical debate. The Somalilanders feel exactly the same way you do. They make exactly the same points you do. The big difference between Somaliland and Ambazonia is Somaliland has been running its own country for 20 years. They have a standing army. They have a navy. They have a banking system. They have currency. But still, the world does not give them de jure recognition.
And I believe they actually fought to get that.
They did, and they won.
Tibonaki, you don't summarize them. No nation in the world is going to say to Cameroon government, and then they laugh because it's laughable. You're making fools of yourself. It laugh before you continue that statement. Say it's going to say to Cameroon government, say, come and sit with the people of Southern Cameroon and discuss how you are going to divorce. And the follow-up question was even funnier because they like say, wait, people not get the talk. These Anglophones don't even listen. When are they in a cult? When I need to ever hear wait they tell una. A talk say no country no go talk for Cameroon government. Say they can't sit down with una for discuss how una go divorce. And then your next follow-up question I for tell them say no, we don't ever marry, so we not fit divorce. Hang on a minute. So he wasted his time telling you. As far as the international community is concerned, whether you like it or not, whether you talk until you get blue in the face, everyone accept, say the union happened. I don't know how to explain that for you again. The United Nations, now them be write the trusteeship agreement and they don't terminate them. And how they terminate them? Exchange of notes. Simple. How the United Nations recognize that territory belongs to Cameroon. They demonstrate them through the Bakassi Peninsula, the Green Tree Agreement. They judge the case and they come to the conclusion, say, President Paul Biya, take your Bakassi, begin go. Bakassi be being a part of the former British Southern Cameroons. If President Paul Biya no hold the sovereignty of that territory, how the United Nations be signed that agreement then? How the United Nations go sign agreement for give sovereignty for a territory where it no be controlled or held by the powers that be in Yaoundé? Answer yourself those questions. So the United Nations don't demarcate the border. It don't decide on this argument. There is no argument. We joined. End of discussion. Everything we want to talk from there, anything we want to talk from there. Now either we are making a fool of ourselves or we accept the reality that we joined.
Kunkumaster or the coin who it work with the Cameroon government. It don't confirm for this video.
Even quacks at law know that there is no international come together that is oral, that ends up in oral resolution, in oral whatever. Everything is documentary. The day Cameroonese and Cameroonians admit that the joining was inconclusive is the beginning of the resolution of the problem we have today.
Yes, even quacks at law recognize there is no international come together that is oral. You can say that all you want. I don't present to Una the actual documented evidence how the trusteeship agreement was terminated by exchange of notes by the British ambassador in Yaoundé and President Amadou Ahidjo. Yes, it is documented. They sign them in paper. And those documents, the exchange of notes, were filed at the United Nations Secretariat in 1962. So the nominal oral arrangement. Remember another thing, Nasewiti. Some people they don't ask this question, say, oh, the resolution 1608, it talks, say, it invites the administering authority, the government of Southern Cameroon and La République du Cameroon, okay, those three entities. Ask yourself, say, why did they invite the administering authority in the first place? The Republic of Cameroon don't gain independence on the 1st of January 1960. So now a sovereign state, like how Ayapol Abine talk, international agreements can only be between sovereign nations. Remember, that territory was not called the former Southern Cameroons. It was the former British Southern Cameroons. The British must be added to make sense because it was a colonized territory. Okay? So the British, they enter into international agreement on behalf of the former British Southern Cameroons. And that agreement was signed in Yaoundé on the 27th of September 1961 through an exchange of notes from the British government to the Cameroon government, President Amadou Ahidjo. That is how the trusteeship agreement was terminated. Okay, now, if you no accept that premise, then you must explain for we how was the trusteeship agreement terminated. Simple question. How was it terminated? Or are you trying to tell us that the trusteeship agreement still stands? Because according to resolution 1608, the trusteeship agreement was terminated on the 1st of October 1961. As a matter of fact, the trusteeship council that was in charge of overseeing all the 11 trusteeships or the trusteeship agreements, the trusteeship council itself was abolished by the United Nations in 1994 after all the 11 trust territories had already gained self-governance or independence. So how can you tell me that the trusteeship agreement still stands if even the trusteeship council does not exist? So the trusteeship agreement was terminated. How was it terminated? That is the question. Go and answer it. How was the trusteeship agreement between the former British Southern Cameroon or between the United Nations and the United Kingdom? How was that trusteeship agreement terminated between the United Kingdom and the United Nations for the administration of the British Cameroons? How was that trusteeship agreement terminated? By the exchange of notes, which is an international agreement according to international law. And for Justice Ayapol Abine for start this interview by mentioning the exchange of notes, now for tell Una the fantastic job when me I don't do them. Because all along this discussion for about Cameroon and the former British Cameroon and the so-called Union Treaty, now only me, when I countryman, I don't go do research. It take me only 1 hour for go dig up that exchange of notes. I never ever see no Cameroonian historian bring them up. I never ever hear no other person bring that document to the limelight until me I go dig them up. It took me less than 1 hour of Googling for Google for go get that document can show una. It don't shock all of these fools the way they work and talk about Union Treaty. Justice Ayapol may be just wrong or it be manipulative and dishonest. It's either one or the other because the truth it remains that the trusteeship agreement was terminated and it was terminated through the exchange of notes between the British government. As I explained, the ambassador of Britain represents the British government, represented Her Majesty's government. So whatever agreement he enter into, it enter on behalf of the government of the United Kingdom, Her Majesty's government. Nobody enter into that agreement on his own volition. And now why that way he write them for day in the exchange of notes. Say it represent now Her Majesty's government. It transfer the sovereignty on to President Amadou Ahidjo. That is how the trusteeship agreement was terminated.
That's what my country people have told people. I'll play the video here. Wait. Very important. Let's start them back from the beginning. Muna here again.
First, by telling the truth, by facing facts. I recently read somewhere people talked about exchange of notes between the British High Commissioner, they call him Ambassador, and Ahidjo.
So the first thing we agree with Justice Aya Paul Abine, now say we Anglophones then we need for start telling the truth. We need for face our history, the facts, and the lies where we don't talk about this history. And now why that way I be start by this series of presentations the way I don't do them since February 2024, where I talk about 11th of February Youth Day celebrations, the history, the facts, and the lies. So that one, it conclude part 1 of 2 of my response to Justice Aya Paul Abine. Thank you plenty, my country people then.
Lesson number 1, my country people talks about it. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So we got to be technical to what he do. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.